Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to share with you these 50th anniversary figures. If you've watched my previous videos, you've already probably seen these three. At first I thought I was just going to have the Woody one, but I decided after I found out that they're just one each representing the 4 parks that I figured I'd go ahead and get all of them to have the complete set. They also released blind box figures that are about, I would say, this big. Since it is a blind box, I've dealt with that in the past, and it can just take forever to get all the ones that you want unless you sometimes buy cases. And in the case of actually Vinylmations back in the day, if you bought an entire case, you would get all of them. But I'm pretty sure they're doing 50 figures that are, and actually I found out by watching someone else's video, some, when you find them in the park, will have 2 people. So like this was originally, if you see it at the park, is Woody and Bo Peep next to him. So that would count as 2, even though it's 1 statue together. And there's 50 total. But they did a representation of just one of these big ones, as I mentioned, for each park. So we're going to go over just looking at these quickly because you've already seen them, and then we'll go to the last one. The last one I just got was kept last, I'm assuming on purpose, because I'm sure you're very aware, if you're a Disney fan, of their outrageous prices. People were selling the Figment popcorn bucket. So Figment is the last of the 4 figures, which we're going to open in just a minute. But I want to quickly share these with you. These are absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it almost reminds me of like, I'd like to thank the Academy and my family for putting up with me all these years in my Disney collecting. And just absolutely beautiful. I would have kind of liked if they did them a bit more like, if you haven't been to the parks, look up the 50th statues at the park. You'll see that the gold is a bit different, and it has like a black wash over it. So it looks blackish brown, and it gives it a tint on certain highlights. So it looks more like a gold or brass type statue. And they're definitely a lot bigger than these are. And I hope, hopefully, we'll get there next year before the they stop doing the 50th. I'm hoping to be able to get ourselves there, my wife and I, to check it out, because we actually originally were supposed to go on a big vacation overseas for our 25th wedding anniversary, but some weird thing named COVID popped up and just kind of ruined that, as probably many people's plans for doing different things. So anyways, let's move these back so I don't break these. We'll stick them back here. And as you see, I'm starting to progress back into getting everything nice for doing videos. Just a quick backdrop that I've had there forever. And if you're ever looking for me on almost all my platforms, it's Kevin Graham Art. You will find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok. And so let's move on over. And if you're wondering why I have black gloves on, there's multiple reasons. One, I have a painful connective tissue disorder, and it's been rather cold here, and I get really bad pains in my hands if they're not kept warm. Plus, these have a good grip on them, so I can easily pick up things without causing issues. As you can see, this is the last guy I needed, which is Figment. I haven't even opened this yet at all. I just got this, so let's get this out of here. I never really understood wanting to watch someone take things out of box, but I will go along with that. Oh, I absolutely hate, as you already probably know, and that's one reason, another reason I have gloves on. I absolutely hate styrofoam. It's a very weird, people have phobias of scared of spiders or all different types of things. And I just can't stand it. So I'm putting them on so I don't have to touch the styrofoam. And I think I got all the corners. I definitely don't want to break this because it sold out, which I expected. I should have bought another one, but I'm not one of those people who find it necessary to buy out things just because there's such a demand and then charge twice the amount. I only buy things extra for people I care about and love who need help getting things. So I'm just not out to make, that's probably why I've always been broke. I've always helped others, but you know what? I'd rather have, be broke and have people who respect the way I treat them and so on. So, just something. It's very noisy also. That's one reason I hate. There's so much stuff on here. We got this, and then there's a little pad here so that you don't mark up the, at least it's a bit more pricey. Their quality control is much better than on, like if you look up some Christmas ornaments, the paint jobs are horrible. Anyways, let's move this ugly stuff out of the way. And I also shortly will have a rotating turntable. I bought one today, or actually I got one in the mail, but I just wanted a regular Lazy Susan, and it's just noisy, and I didn't care the way it was. So I'm going to order eventually a mechanical one. I have a gigantic one that weighs 88 pounds, turntable, that actually you can put furniture on stuff. I used to do photography of people and so on, so I used to use the rotating turntable. So I will be getting one of those so I don't have to sit here and do this with my hands spinning around, but I don't mind. It's these are just so beautifully detailed. Absolutely love them. Figment. I've always liked Figment, even before all the crazy hoopla that's going on. It's funny because if you go to Epcot, the ride that he has is hardly anyone ever there. And then just because someone made some hysteria about buying them out, and funny enough, people who literally a popcorn bucket, I'm not 100% certain on the price, but I know at one point they're usually between 20, 30 at the most. And then people are selling them for $200. Funny thing on all those suckers, they're now back in stock, lots of them. And so I just find it humorous when people just have to have things right away. But I jumped on this as soon as I saw it because I knew it would be, because the other craziness on the popcorn thing, I knew this was probably going to sell out, and it did. You still can find these three. If you're wanting all of them, you can keep checking back. I'm sure he probably will pop up again. If not, then the price is, like I said, he's been selling for $200 on eBay, which I would never pay. And so I'm just happy to have these and be able to share them with you. I haven't figured out how I want to display them yet. I would like some nicer cases. We're eventually going to have buy a home. Actually, it's going to be custom built for us at some point. That is our plan anyways. We want to get land away from people and then going to create the whole bottom level of the house. Most likely will be all Disney, like a museum. And that's my intention at some point. So just absolutely love the detail on this. They did a fantastic job on these, which is nice for a change because a lot of the stuff I've seen on Disney's website lately, it's just been bad paint jobs. I am a sucker for detail, and I will never release any artwork anymore if I'm not really almost 100% happy with it, that I've done a good job. And but yeah, these are perfectly done. Other than that, like I said, if I actually get to edit this video and don't just upload it, I'll show you an example maybe in this corner or this corner, whatever my son gets, because I'm getting old and I don't know how to edit videos. Actually, I do. That was my job at one point. But unfortunately, the computer I have has issues, and I can't afford another one right now because I keep buying all these damn Disney things. But I'm kind of cutting down. But I do have a lot of back orders on a bunch of products I look forward to getting and sharing with you. So, as they all are, they have this beautiful blue base, same design on all of them. On the bottom says the name of the artist and the 50th anniversary. And these are pretty heavy. They're not hollow or anything. They're solid. I'm assuming this is some type of resin. Let's see. Does it say? Not really. So, but I probably do a second video of this at some point showing these better views. I just wanted to do a quick share with you. So, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate if you subscribe and like my videos. I looked at it, and 95% of my people who watch my videos don't follow me whatsoever. It's kind of disappointing, especially when you have opportunities in the near future to win some cool things. So if you don't mind sharing, I'd always have cool content, Disney stuff, and so on. Baseball cards, if I have that stuff available, and so on. So would greatly appreciate you checking out my videos, liking them, subscribe, and I will talk to you again soon. And I hope you have yourself a magical day. I'm going to wrap this up, and I will be having a few more products that came in. I will be sharing with you some point this week. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be uploading them, but this is the Toy Time Tuesday for this week. Eventually, I want to get that on a schedule so there'll always be one on Tuesday. So I'll talk to you soon.